Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a quick update on the 72 because I know I said I'd have updates quicker, but I've got some updates for you that you haven't seen in either Tyler's video, which I will put a link in the description for his video as well if you haven't seen it yet, and then our last video update. But I thought I'd go over some of the finances for it and a few other things going on. And sadly, the weather is not broke for like 2 weeks here now, and that's why there's no other videos. Everything I'm trying to do is outside, and it's either been snowing, under 20 degrees, or now it's raining. So everything I want to do is outside, and those two videos are on hold. But anyway, so right now, for anybody that's been with the channel for a long time and you've seen the 72 Powerstroke originally start. All right, through all those other shops and all those other issues I have, which there was some good work done in there, but basically all of it is washed because of the past two shops that have completely screwed it. The first shop started on the right path, and then it went to the second shop, parts stolen, this stolen, had to rebuild the motor because he took everything out of the motor and just put the covers back on, made it look like it was all there. And then the next guys screwed us with the body work and all that, cost $10,000. But on a good note, that guy did have karma come meet him. He wrote over $100,000 worth of fraudulent checks and now is on no bond. So there is some good news. Well, it makes me feel better as a person that got screwed, at least. Let me say that. And he's finally not out on bond. So there is some good news for karma and the channel, I guess. But at the end of the day, as long as that guy's never back in my life, whatever. And stop screwing people. But so that's been about $30,000 to $35,000 that the original project cost. And all I have after all that $35,000 basically for the way we're doing the build now and doing it the 100% correct way is a motor, transmission, and axles from the 6.0. That's about all I got. Very expensive motor, transmission, and axles. Very, very expensive. So anyways, now the price, while it's been over axle driven, it cost me about $2,500 to get the donor truck. Which I'm going to put some of these photos in here to show you examples of, some of the things I've bought, because I've bought all the parts that they've used so far. So all I've had to pay is labor. I've only paid labor so far, and they're in the 60s on the hours. Low 60s, but they're somewhere around that area. $2,500 for the truck. Then I just went and made my second $2,500 payment for the work they've done. So right there's $7,500 plus I believe I'm $1,100 in parts. Just for the custom brackets and everything they've had to get done. And then they've already worked a few more hours since I paid that last, because we're going to $2,500 increments on payments, because fully trust this guy. Trust him with my life. But after 3 times of 3 shops really getting into my back pocket and stealing my wallet out from me, he fully understood what I was like. Okay, we'll go in increments. You get this much done, I'll come pay. You get this much done again, I'll come pay again. Way too many upfront payments and things just not being done, which he would never do. But there's a lesson to be learned, and this way, everything's getting done the right way. Payments and the build. So it's awesome. Then what we have left is he's probably going to have twice the work he has into it now to get it 100% roadworthy. So that will be, let's say, another $5,000, give or take a few bucks. And he is even doing it right. And let's say it takes 150 hours. He's taking 15 off of it. He's taking 10% of the hours off of it, just due to, he knows there is a lot of time of just sitting there pondering, and it's a big project, which I greatly appreciate, because 95% of the shops would not do that. But he understands for every 10 hours, there's about an hour that's just like, oh, oof, let's do it this way. Oh, no, let's do it this way. And I'm not getting charged for that, which is awesome as a customer. It's absolutely awesome. But then parts still left to buy. Got to buy Dakota dash, headliners. He said he could clean the windows up for me, make them look good. All new seals around the doors. Don't know if I'm going to do the windows yet. That's he tells me if I have anything to worry about, and then we buy them if we need to. So there's probably about another $1,000, give or take, with seals. That dash alone is $700, I think, the Dakota dash. But it will be exactly like the 72 dash, but it'll have all the instruments that I need in there for the 6.0 running, all the gauges, but it'll look exactly like it. It'll just be digital. All the same spots in it, all the same design, but each gauge will be digital in each one of those spots that it has. So there's the update for that and the truck. So we are 7.5, 8,600 give or take, and I'll post those at the end, like I already said. Just examples of how he's even got a full spreadsheet for me for parts that will be needed and where they're at in it. Adjusting it, saying high priority, as in this is what's needed now to get the next step done, all the way to the ones at the end of the project that are like lower priority. And then the parts, the way that runs, got a whole spreadsheet just for the parts. And if I need to order parts, it's on the spreadsheet. I can see what I need, and it can have high priority beside it to where it's like, oh man, I gotta buy this right now. Okay, cool, got it, let's buy it. So, and then I just change in there, then he gets a notification, everything's been changed in there, parts are on the way, even has an area where I can say order date on there, shipment date, tracking number, everything, to where everything's going as smooth as possible. And I hate that he did not have my truck at first. And the only reason he didn't is he had just opened his shop and he needed to make some money. When you first open a business, you need quick money to pay off the debts for it. And my truck was just too long of a project to say, yes, I need this done here now. So it is what it is, learned a lesson. But lastly, I also told you I came out of retirement. It's great, it's awesome. The weather hasn't helped out, but I have moved into roofing. I'm a field manager for a roofing company here locally. So just if you all do need a roof, I'm your guy. I'll put down the information down below. We do it in about 100 miles Unicoi. That'll be adjusting a little bit because we did move our office to Kingsport, but still basically Morristown, Pigeon Forge. We have some all the way out in Spruce Pine and all those places out in North Carolina, still helping with a lot of hurricane damage. But it's a great endeavor, and this job's going to do great to where we can actually provide a lot more. And like I said in the last 72 video of them being able, or our next project is going to actually be the truck I drive now, my 22. And as soon as I have the 72 done, which this job's gonna help it happen a whole lot faster, as soon as that's done, boom, that truck goes in the shop. And we were trying to throw an old 70, I want an early 70s crew cab on there, but I also know how hard it is to find those in good shape. So we'll see what happens with that, but I hope you all are enjoying and keeping up with the build. I'm excited, and he starts working on again next week because this week he is having to take a body off of a snatch truck, or the bed off of the snatch truck, and put in a new one. And that one's sitting in the way right now to be able to get the forklift in there so he can get the frame and everything, because he did hit a snag. It's something I didn't think about either, which, I mean, I wasn't there to think about it, but took the axles, mocked them up, got them underneath the new body and everything, and realized there is nothing to roll the body and frame out of the shop now. The old one that is scrap metal. If anybody needs any extra parts for the 72 from the previous body or anything, I'm gonna have a bed and a few other things. Oh, and deduct that money off there too. Like I've already sold the motor and trans out of the donor truck since we're not using that, and that was $500 back in the pocket, which I just threw towards the bill. And then selling the rear axle, then probably selling, since we're doing the patina look right now, probably selling the bed off of the old truck that has had a ton of work done to it. It's just not gonna match the truck, and I kind of like the white and blue and the patina look for now until we go further in depth with it. But hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Stop by for the first time. Please subscribe. You all have a great day.